Hey, how's it going? It's Sean Bradshaw from cyberfret.com, and in this lesson I'm going to show you the magic Andy Summers sus2 chord. Andy Summers is the guitar player in The Police. So first of all, we're going to take a look at this chord as an A sus2 with the root on the 6th string, and I'll explain what that all means here in a second. So this is a stretcher, all right? And one thing that you might notice is that I've got my guitar kind of angled up like this, and it's kind of a matter of what I'm playing at any particular moment, the overall position that I have my neck. This is kind of more in a classical position where I've got the guitar angled. That allows for a little bit more of a stretch in my left hand fingers. And also, hard to see there, I have my thumb down in the middle of the neck. That's important for doing these kind of stretch chords. You can't really do the, Jimmy Page thumb over the top thing for this type of chord. So what we're going to do is put your first finger on the 6th string at the 5th fret, which is an A. Take your second finger, put it on the 5th string at the 7th fret, and then your pinky is going to go on the 4th string at the 9th fret. So it's just those 3 notes, and it's called a sus2 chord. For all you theory nuts, what happens is we have the root, 5th, and then 2 right here. And all that 2 means is that if I was playing an A major scale, 1, 2, that note's a B. And when I play it in this particular chord voicing, I'm playing that B up an octave. All right, so root, 5th, and then the 2nd. And this chord you can actually move all around the neck and play it on either a root on the 6th string like I'm doing here, and all that means is this note on the 6th string is an A, so it makes it an A sus2 chord. Or if I took everything and moved it one set of strings towards the floor here and played it with my first finger here on the 5th string at the 5th fret, then this would be a root on the 5th string sus2 chord. All right, but I can just move this anywhere on the neck. All right, this is a great, what I call a great magazine pose chord. You don't want to just, pose with a basic G chord if you get the honor of being on the cover of some guitar magazine. You want to be posing with some chord that requires some weird stretches, and so kind of this is a good starter stretcher magazine chord for you, the sus2. So I said this chord was the magic Andy Summers sus2 chord because he used it in a lot of Police tunes. And so what I'm going to show you is the first part of Message in a Bottle where this chord shape is used, and it's just the same chord shape moved around the neck. All right, so for Message in the Bottle, what happens is this starts on a C sharp sus2 chord with a root on the 5th string. So I'm here with my first finger on the 5th string at the 4th fret. Second finger is 2 frets higher on the 4th string. Pinky is 2 frets higher on the 3rd string. And I just play those notes in order from 5th, 4th to 3rd. Then I just take that same shape, move it up 1 fret, and down 1 set of strings. So my first finger is going to be on the 6th string at the 5th fret, and again, the same chord form. Take all of that, move it up 2 frets, and play 6th, 5th, 4th strings, and then move this down. This is the biggest stretch, to the 2nd fret on the 6th string. And there's only one little extra thing that happens is after you play that note with your pinky, you're just going to slide up that note 1 fret. So sus2 chords are great substitutions for either major or minor chords. So let's say you had a chord progression that went A, F sharp minor, D, and E. Really basic kind of chord progression. Kind of as a substitute, what I could do is and so that sus2 really substituted for either the major or the minor. So for the A major, I played A sus2. For the F sharp minor, I play F sharp sus2. For the D major, I played D sus2, and E major played E sus2. When strumming these chords, it's important to kind of make sure you're muting out the strings that you don't want. So I'm doing that by just very lightly here touching this part of my finger to the first, second, and third strings. And actually, I'm taking my pinky, and its job is also, even though I'm keeping on the tip of my pinky here, I'm also very lightly touching these other strings as well. So when I'm strumming, you only hear those three strings. You know, I don't want to hear those open strings, especially if I was playing, you know, here at the 6th fret. That would be a very bad sounding chord. All right, so have fun with your new stretchy sus2 chord. And of course, have fun playing that tune, at least the beginning of that tune, Message in the Bottle from the Police. Have a good one.